Now for Virgo ascendant natives, firstly, Sun being the ruler of the 12th house of waste and effort, also foreign lands, working foreign clients, working in solitary roles, working in hospitals, clinics, and going in the debilitation sign of Libra, and in the second house of income, livelihood. So your efforts may not give you the right income, right livelihood, and many times your efforts may go to waste because it rules the 12th house of waste and excess. So be a little careful of what kind of a career move you make. Some of times for Virgo ascendant natives, it is better to work in your homeland rather than to work in a foreign company or in a foreign land with this placement. Especially because many times you take higher responsibilities, but you are not able to demonstrate to the superiors or the higher ups that you are deserving of the growth, you are deserving of the increment. So surely this is a slightly tricky placement. And then Venus also ruling the second house of income and then going into the Lagna in debilitation. So this is surely a slightly tricky placement because income may not be able to give you the right satisfaction, and you may think that you are not getting enough income where it is showing versus the stature in society that you have. Sometimes with this placement you may be in a role where others are getting more increment than you, more salary than you, therefore surely this is a placement where you may be left slightly unsatisfied. Then Jupiter ruling the 4th house of assets as well as the 7th house of teamwork, working in teams, and going in debilitation in the 5th house, which is the 8th house to the 10th house. So change coming by where your team stands by you or your team helps you to grow is also slightly tricky placement. So surely whenever you're taking a change decision or trying to change in your career or move into a new role, be careful what kind of changes you take. Be more wise and do your due diligence before making a career change. Then Mercury ruling the 10th house of your career as well as the Lagna Lord, going in debilitation in the 7th house of partnerships, teamwork, which means in your career you may make those moves which are not most conducive. There may be challenges in your teamwork, there may be less appreciation or acknowledgement also, because of which your stature doesn't do well for you or doesn't allow you to be able to showcase your demonstrate your skills well in your career, eventually leading to less satisfaction in how you are standing up in society compared to others. And then Saturn ruling the 6th house of service and then going in debilitation in the 8th house of obstacles, challenges, issues. Now Saturn does well in the 8th house because it is the Karaka of the Dusthanas. However, going in debilitation while ruling the 6th house of service. So while this is a Viparit Rajyoga, however, because Saturn goes in debilitation, so it means that many times while Saturn can be a little protective, however, you will still face a lot of issues and it won't be easy to deal with issues or challenges connected to work. So this calls for more tact at work, this calls for more wise counsel to be able to overcome challenges or issues connected to sudden issues that may crop up which you may not be always prepared for.